welcome to the Danny.
Yeah, Rihanna show. This is Danny Pena, Rihanna's husband.
And this is Rihanna, Danny's wife. And today we're going to talk about all the cool things you could get up to this summer.
Yes, we're going to be talking about games, places to travel, um, TV shows, right? Movies.
Yeah?
We're going to talk about random stuff,
Yeah,
random
all the things
categories.
you can get into. And what inspired this episode is we were talking about our summer plans as, of course, new parents. We have to do the baby world tour where we introduce Violet to all of her relatives and her friends and family across the United States to start, and also some of the games we want to play. And then we just started talking about more plans for the summer, like shows we want to watch and any movies that we'll obviously try to take turns watching the kids so the other one can go see. So yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, so I think we should start with travel because we're going to be traveling a lot. Uh,
Yeah.
this year we've been traveling a lot with Violet. So I think first things first for me, I love the Caribbean. I think we should, talk about Dominican Republic. I think Punta
Mm-hmm.
Cana, Puerto Plata. That's like in the north side of Dominican Republic. Beautiful, beautiful area where great food, beautiful water. The sand is just amazing. And I think people will have a great time there, man. Just trying to get out of the United States and go somewhere different. But that's one thing I would love to do one day is maybe we could stay there for like a week, maybe a month, who knows,
Yeah.
in Dominican Republic and just see how it is living there for like
Yeah.
a month. So I'm excited to do that one day, hopefully. So, but that's my choice, Dominican Republic. I know we both agree, but if you have any other things to talk about travel,
Yeah,
go
I
for
think
it.
this summer it'll be fun to do a couple of shorter trips. So I know I hope to have a girls' trip in there somewhere, maybe like San Diego, which is not far from us, driving distance. We'll definitely be visiting Vegas again. We have friends who are getting married back in the East Coast later in the like end of summer, fall. So there's a couple of things that are sort of already scheduled, but yeah, I wanna add a couple day trips here and there. Like maybe we, go out to Catalina Island or take baby to the zoo and little things like that. That would be fun for me
Mm-hmm.
because we have explored Los Angeles here and there, but I mean, if people remember our story, like we moved here during the pandemic, and even after that, we were very busy and then we got married and now we have a kid. So there's still a lot of LA to explore. So I'm excited for maybe some staycations, some day trips, some long weekends in our future. Since we have the
Mm-hmm.
flexibility of working whatever schedule works for us and our clients, I think that we should take advantage of that. Maybe work from a different city that's nearby for a couple days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, this year I'm actually we're traveling to Miami actually in a couple weeks. Summertime, and we've been trying to travel other places, during the week of 4th of July, but flights are so expensive right now, and I think
Yeah,
for
holiday
us,
weekend.
yeah, it's just too much, and I think Miami is great just to go a couple of days, and then from there, hopefully we'll go somewhere else. But I know in August, and still considered summer, I'm planning to go to Vegas because there's a concert I'm going to be attending with a friend and stuff. So, Vegas, what you think about Vegas, Ree? Because I know a lot of people love like that life, casino, drinking, partying, all that stuff. Like for me, I think if you do go to Vegas, in my opinion, I think it's good to go there for like a couple days and just get out of there. I don't know about like being there for like a week or 2 weeks, so because I think you would do a lot in 3 days, 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, no doubt. There's a lot you can do in a couple days in Vegas. The question's always a little different for me because it's where my mom lives. So when people say, "Oh, go to Vegas," like for me, that's like, okay, go to mom's place. So it's a
Yeah,
bit of
that's
a
true.
different vibe. I mean, I could stay there for much longer because it's just going to mom's house. So It depends on the type of trip, right? And like what you're doing. For instance, when we go for dice, it's a very different trip than if we're going for like Thanksgiving. So it's
Yeah, agreed.
it's
Agreed.
very
Yeah.
much context
Yeah.
dependent. But I like Vegas for the city and not just the strip. I know a lot of people don't get the opportunity to see much of Vegas outside of the strip because that is, their major tourist draw. But I really love the mountains out there. Like Red Rock is actually one of the nicest places I've been, and they have some beautiful spa services there. And it's actually just
Mhm.
like a really peaceful, healing environment. And I also just love going there and hanging out with the family and going to somebody's pool or hanging out in the backyard. Like that's again a very different vibe than what people think of when they usually say Vegas. But the day clubs are cool, doing the pool parties and walking around in your cute little outfits during the day and getting handed a card for VIP at the club at night. I've had my moments at the bank and in Drace and all of the above. So yeah, that might be cool to revisit. But honestly, I feel like a lot of what I know of the strip and the party scene in Vegas to be is a young person's game. Like, I may
Very.
have aged out of that at this point.
Yeah. I know you mentioned about taking our daughter to the zoo. One of the zoos that I would love to go, because I used to go to the one in New York a lot, the Bronx Zoo. But I've been hearing great things about San Diego Zoo.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I would love to go there during the summer. It's first I love San Diego. San Diego's a very beautiful city, great place to like to eat, great restaurants and everything. But I think going to San Diego Zoo during the summer, I think will be a great thing for us to do, especially between like July and August around there. So, what do you think
hmm
about that?
I think that's a great idea. I also do want to give a quick shout out to the beach. I know we just had a little beach day for Father's Day this past Sunday, and it's very
Hmm.
accessible to us, within driving distance since we live in Los Angeles. We can go to Malibu, we can go to Dockweather, we can go to Marina, and get to the sand and the surf pretty quickly. And it's a nice afternoon. It's a nice day. And there's actually one day way back when I was at G4 that I took my team, the brand team. Shout out to you guys, miss you all. We worked from the beach for a day. Like we put on the hotspot and people took meetings and we
Hmm.
we did a team sync out there from Malibu. Shout out to Paradise Cove. But yeah, I think the beach trips are definitely going to be heavy in the rotation for the summer for us because it's so easy to do and it's so nice
Oh
and
yeah.
want baby to see the water, the cold water that you're terrified of.
Yeah, I know there is an app, and I totally forgot the name because I know, there's probably people that have houses but doesn't have no like no backyard, no pool. I know there is apps similar to like Airbnb where you could also rent pools. So
Hmm
especially here in Los Angeles, California, the water is a little bit cold, so you have the option to have like a heating pool. It might cost a little bit more, but yeah, the price range was like cheap. Like I seen stuff for like per hour from like all the way maybe like from $50 to like maybe 200, depends on the amount of people that's gonna go in there and the amount of time. If it's gonna get like if you want like a grill or like stuff that you actually do at a pool. So
Yeah, that's
that's
not bad.
something if you don't want to go far and you don't have a pool, I think it would be good to for the people that are listening to get this app. And I need to find this app because I have it here somewhere on my phone. I'm not prepared, but
Well,
um,
while you
but
pull up that one, I can give another quick app
sure.
recommendation. There's another one that I looked up for my own personal self-care usage for Mother's Day. And I'm looking it up right now on my phone here. It was an app that lets you go to different hotels that are local
Mm,
where you can get spa services or just access to their pool or maybe even get a room for a couple of hours or like just the afternoon basically between check-in and check-out or sorry
hmm.
check-out and check-in in order to sit in the room, take a shower, change your clothes, get some room service. And it's called Resort Pass. It's available everywhere. And, it's a nice way to, pay 100, $200 and spend the day at a resort and enjoy all the services that you would do for a trip. But if it's local to you, you just drive over and spend the afternoon there. And that one's a pretty cool
Yeah,
app
and
for
look,
a quick day trip.
I want people to know that we didn't get sponsored or anything like that. This is just something that we just want to
Just making some
give people
recommendations.
options, recommendations, and things to do during the summer. Now, Swimply is called Swimply.com, or you just look for Swimply, the app, which is available for iOS and Android. Yeah, I'm looking over here, Ree. Yo, I'm talking about like there's pools that people actually like renovated, like making it cool so they could rent to the public, and it's from like $45, $50. I seen stuff like 35, 39. So it's like it's very cheap, and these pools are pretty big. But if you're gonna you start adding stuff in there, it's gonna get a little
Hmm.
bit, more expensive, for the
Yeah.
upgrade and stuff. But highly
Oh,
recommend it. So check out Swimply.com or Swimply the app at
one
the
more
App
app
Store or Play
recommendation
Store.
while we're on the subject for, again, parents or people who are thinking of doing trips. One app that we have used before and we were very big fans of is Turo, Turo. This is a recommendation that came from my brother actually a couple years back, and it's a really easy way to rent cars that doesn't go through traditional car rental companies. The services we've used, people come up to the airport where we're flying in, give us the car, give us any sort of answers to questions we might have, and then their buddy picks them up and takes them back to wherever they're going, and we just have their car for the weekend. And it's been fantastic so far. Wonderful service and much cheaper than renting a car through traditional car rental services. So think of it as sort of Airbnb for cars, right? You're going straight to the person instead of going through a big company. And yeah, definitely recommend Turo. We've, like I said, used it before and we'll be using it again. So there
Mm-hmm.
was one other app that you use to rent baby stuff. Like if you're in the city for a trip, like let's say you need a car seat or stroller for a Disney trip, for instance, and you don't want to take yours on the plane. I can't remember the name of it, but if people are interested, let me know in the comments. I'll go find it and answer
Sure.
you in the replies. But yeah, lots of recommendations for travel, either staycations or vacations, because we've racked up a couple of miles here and there, and Violet has seen several trips at this point. We have lots of tips and recommendations we can give now, having done 3 flights with baby and more to come.
Yeah. Yeah. This one's gonna be the fourth one, and we've been trying out different airlines every
Yes.
time we travel.
maybe we should
Yeah, yeah.
do maybe
So
we should do like a full travel review episode
review.
one of these days.
Yeah, yeah. We should yeah, because
Many
when
different
we gonna talk about
experiences.
that, we gotta talk about the experience, the seating area, how it's been like the process getting in. Is it
Hmm.
too tight? With baby, how is it changing baby in the bathroom? Like it's a lot of conversation,
Ooh, I
and
have a lot
also
to say about
what
that.
I also like drinks and stuff like that because sometimes we need a little drink during the
Yeah.
flight. So,
Yeah, some
but
airports
okay,
and
so
airlines get it, some don't. But yeah, future episode.
yeah, yeah, future episode. Now we already talked about travel, which we gave a lot of
Yes.
tips, of like where to go, apps for recommendations, stuff like that. So now, if you guys have any other places like recommendations, please let us know under the comments, or send us a message or social. We'd love to hear everybody's thoughts of like what other places we should definitely check out, during the
Yeah.
summer. So,
Vacations or
all right,
staycations, because it's expensive out there, and we totally get it. You
yeah,
gotta make
yeah. So,
special things happen within your own city
yeah,
sometimes.
yep. So now the next thing we're going to talk about, Ree, is what, movies or games? Which
Movies.
one you would like to go?
Let's
Movies.
talk
All
about
right.
movies. Let's go to the movies. So I know, Danny, you have a movie watching subscription service. You want to tell the people how you feel about it, and we'll start
Oh
from there.
yes, yes. So this is highly recommended for those that just love movies. I'm a AMC stub subscriber. So what it is you pay monthly. I believe it's like 20 something bucks, $25, I believe it is, and you get unlimited. You could go on any time you want at the movie. It doesn't matter if it's premium, if it's IMAX, if it's Dolby. new releases or not. You could go and watch it. Now, the only things that is not available in this package is Fandango's, like that not Fandango, the what's the name of that late night thing that they do like on a Wednesday, they show like an old movie. It's
Oh,
like
oh,
not
I know what you're
Fandango, but
talking about.
Fandango's where you buy the tickets.
Fandango's an
Yeah,
app, but
so yeah, you can look it up while I'm explaining to people. 'Cause
yeah.
I never go there. So anyway, so like for example, now I'm gonna go watch A Quiet Place, day one, which comes out, I believe, June 27th. So I'm gonna go, right? But they're also gonna have it on a Thursday early, like around 5:30 or so. So you could request tickets. You could also have reserve your seats there in advance, and you'll get like a lot of perks. So every time you use these app, you get points, 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 and then after a while, you could buy free popcorn, free soda for like you're gonna get credit rewards of like different things. So like what I usually do, I get there early for like an hour or so, and I get my drink. I go to like a bar, just relax there for like 30 minutes or so, and then once I'm ready, they're letting people in. I have everything on my phone. They scan it in. Boom. I go to the now to buy the concession stand, right? It's for me to buy popcorn, soda, and then I go to the movies, man, right there, the theater. So it's really, really cool. Highly recommend it if you guys want to go to the movies all this summer. I'm going to watch A Quiet Place day one. Maybe there's like a couple other horror movies I want to check out, but I'm very excited. So I seen the Mario movie with this because I started using this last year. I got to see Dune 2, also Oppenheimer, Barbie. I got to see like a lot of movies last year. Indiana Jones,
So let's talk about this
tons of
year
movies.
because we're talking about this summer.
No, I'm just saying things that I use. No, but
Sure,
I'm saying
yeah.
things that I use so far using that subscription. Like is highly recommended for those that just want to go to the movies. So,
Yeah, of
but yeah,
course. And by the way, that's Fathom events. That's what you were thinking of, Fathom.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you know what
Hmm.
movie I'm gonna check out today? This month hopefully is the Inside Out, the Inside Out 2. I heard great things
Inside Out
about it, and
2,
we have a friend of ours.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a friend that's in the movie too. Young Ye, shout out to him. He's a new character in this movie. So yeah, actually, it did pretty good. I think it did like 155 million in a weekend, the most in years
Yeah,
from
I've heard
like
it's
Pixar
a big
and
tearjerker. And it's getting everybody in the
oh,
feels.
another movie that I know we definitely gonna go day one. Deadpool and
Hmm.
Wolverine,
Okay, so we have to figure out how to do that because we
little
definitely want
baby.
to see it together, but we have the
Yeah.
baby. Yeah, we'll call
Now,
up some help for that
I
one.
and here's people that don't know. We actually did a research. We were driving. And I'm like, Reed, there gotta be a movie theater where parents can take their kids, right? Like babies, like. And there's actually
Yeah, yeah.
theaters in Los Angeles that will allow like parents to bring their babies and you can watch movies. So like they're prepared for that type of thing. So we
Hmm.
haven't experienced it yet, but I know Reed found like a list of like theaters all around Los Angeles where you could actually do that.
Yeah,
So
and they're
we
not
could we
playing
could
your
try that.
typical blockbusters. Like you're not gonna go see A Quiet Place, which I know is on Danny's list, with your toddlers, right? Like they're gonna show
No,
kids
no.
movies, they're gonna show your Moanas, your Frozens. But it's cool because they have the lights turned up and the volume turned down from what you're used to at a
Hmm.
typical movie theater experience. So as you can imagine, that's probably a lot more comfortable for most younger viewers. And there's also the social contract that you understand there are going to be kids at the movie, not just yours, but other people's. So the kids can run around a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit more rowdy than your typical theater, and they serve child appropriate snacks. And there's staff to help you, so it's more accessible for parents who really just need to get out of the house. Once again, this is summer. Maybe not. Maybe the kids don't have preschool or daycare or a nursery the same way that they usually go to, and you're looking for somewhere to put them or something to do. This is a very, very cool service that again we found local in LA. Several theaters that have these kid friendly hours or these kid friendly days. But
Hmm.
for the adult movies, we're listing them off. Deadpool and Wolverine is top of my list for sure. I already watched Fall Guy
100%.
when streaming when we were visiting at my sister's house, which is very cute. I liked it a lot. But for you, I know Quiet Place is on there because you like the scary stuff. And
Oh
what else is
yes,
on
I
your
love that.
list?
You know what? Look, it's not only movie theaters. We could also talk about like movies that's coming out streaming, because there's like a lot of exclusives only like on Netflix and Disney
Sure.
Plus and
Well,
those
before you
places.
skip
So
ahead to that, I do want to shout out Borderlands is another movie that I would like to
that's
go
August,
see.
I believe.
Yeah, that's
That was
summer.
in August. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Summer. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
summer's all the way through
one movie,
September.
yeah, one movie that I would like to check out, because I seen the old one back in the days in the '80s, is Beverly Hill Cop X. I can't remember the full title, but it's a new Beverly Hills Cop that's coming out with Eddie Murphy in it, and this is gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
Netflix exclusive. So,
Yeah,
yeah, make sure to check it out. That one is coming out, I believe, in a couple of days, July 3rd.
yeah. Oh,
July 3rd, it's gonna
are
be
you
available.
interested in seeing the Bad Boys movie?
Yes, that's another one I would like to check out. I heard it's great. It's pretty good. I heard it's really,
Yeah.
really good. And also, they're pretty decent at the movies, like for the weekend. I think it did over 100 million over the weekend.
Wow.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any other movies for you before we
I'm
go
looking
to
here
the
as
next
Kingdom
thing?
of the Planet of the Apes already came out, and I
That's
did
not
not see
summer.
it. I know
That's not
there's
summer.
another quote unquote kids movie that folks are excited about, If, with Ryan Reynolds. Um, that could be on my list. You already saw Furiosa. I probably won't.
That's you know what, I have to say this. That's a really good movie.
I'm sure it is.
It came out during Memorial Day weekend, like around there, and
Hmm.
for some reason, it wasn't successful. Like people consider this as a flop. I don't know why, but it was really good. I think it was amazing. So
Yeah.
Furiosa, make sure to check it out.
Yeah, another one that I don't know anything at all about, but I've seen lots of advertising for is the Bike Riders, and that's coming out this weekend, June 21st. So I don't know what it is. It's
Mm.
probably not something that I need to go see in the theater, but I'm curious to know why they're going so hard on marketing because I've heard about it a lot. And another one, this may be a little bit of a joke. Maybe I'll see this during my girls trip. But Twisters, the
You know, I
sequel
was
to the
about to say
Twister
that.
movie.
I was about to say that because I seen the old ones. I'm like, hey, might as well
Of
just
course.
continue the story. you
Of
know, so,
course. Oh my gosh, yeah.
yeah,
That would be a fun one to see because I'm sure
yeah,
it's gonna be a hoot. A couple other shout
yeah.
outs. Again, most of these are probably Danny movies because you have the movie pass and you go much more often than I do. Alien Romulus, The Crow, the Beetlejuice, which I would go see. Um,
Is that's not summer? Beetlejuice is fall, I believe.
oh, September 6th. That's technically the end of summer still. Technically
Oh
still the
well,
end of
yeah, it is.
summer.
It is. Okay, okay. It's considered.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That new Alien movie.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said probably more of your alley
That
than
one,
mine.
yeah, that one, August 16th. That's
Hmm.
summer. That's summer. I'm excited for that one. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, and then later, as we're getting into the fall, Transformers and the Joker sequel, but that's not summer. Those aren't summer
That's later.
movies.
That's later.
But yeah,
Now,
there's
Ree,
there's a
what
lot of
about?
good movies and I'm excited to see a lot of movies that aren't necessarily sequels or already established IP. Like, we have some new original stuff coming out too. I won't go through an entire list, but you have your Minions and Despicable Me's sequels and all of that, but there's also some really original stuff coming out. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
We want to
Now, Ree,
support new ideas.
should we just talk about games too now?
Well, we said we were going to talk about TV.
Oh, TV. Yo, you're breaking
Yeah.
up a lot. I don't know what's going on with you, but
Am
yo,
I?
do you have a lot? Yeah, do you have a lot of tabs open?
Well, I have all these lists open now, but I can close some of
Yeah,
them.
oof, it's getting it's like really bad. Like
Is
sometimes I
it?
can't hear you. Yeah, sometimes you talk and it's like quiet because I can't hear you because it's like lagging.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, hopefully it's not like that on the recording.
No, the recording is gonna be better. It's just I don't know what's going on here, but whatever. And
Do
plus, it says
you?
65% uploaded. Like it's taking forever too.
Okay. Well, once we're done, I'll be able to close these
Yeah.
lists.
All right. So you said you say TV. I know this is summer, and I do this every year. Big Brother new season, baby. Let's go. Big
Not only Big
Brother. I
Brother,
want to
we
watch
we
that.
also get traders. We get new traders this summer as well.
Oh, wait, is it Traders this summer too?
Yeah,
Oh, well, I know I'm definitely gonna be watching Big Brother. That's like something that I love.
for
Something I love.
sure.
And I wonder what's gonna be the theme for this season. Oh, I'm excited for that, man. Now,
Are you watching The
I
Acolyte? I know you're a Star
I
Wars
was
person.
yes, I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna start. I wanted to wait a couple more episodes, and now I think I should watch it this week now. But I'm a little bit late. I think like 3 weeks late. So 3 or 4 weeks late. But I'm gonna watch it. It looks good. It
Okay.
looks really, really good. Uh-huh. Yeah. Um, let me see. I'm looking at the list here. If there's anything that really like stands out, that stuff that I know the oh my God, what's the name of that show that just came on Amazon? Well, The Boys is coming up now, new season. That's gonna be a big one, and that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be for the summer too. So
Yeah.
how about you? There's anything that you're excited to check out over the summer? TV shows?
Yeah, two in
The
particular.
Boys season 4.
Yeah, one is Celine Dion's biography. I think it's on Amazon Prime. I saw the preview for it not long ago, and it was really engaging. It looks like it's going to be a really interesting story. And then also on Hulu, Queenie. Let me read the little thing here. It's from the 2019 novel that took home a British Book Awards Book of the Year. And show follows
Hmm.
Queenie, 25-year-old British Jamaican woman trying to navigate life and love in South London. So it looks cool from the posters and stuff, but it's also giving kind of like Insecure vibes, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. So I would be interested to check that out to see if it's up my alley. And then honorable mention goes to Orphan Black Echoes. I used to watch Orphan Black and I fell off for a while, but
Hmm.
this is, from what I understand, a side story or a prequel or sorry, a spinoff, not a prequel. And it has the lead character Kristen Ritter, who we've seen her in Marvel stuff as Jessica Jones, and she's been in a lot of stuff that I like. I really like her as an actress, so I'm interested in seeing what she does with sort of the Orphan Black clone meta and playing many different characters. But those are the ones that I'm most interested in. Obviously, already watching Bridgerton, so that
Oh yeah, yeah.
that
I
is
mean,
already
people
in
can
my
watch this
radar.
like people can watch that during the summer too. So now Cobra Kai season 6 is gonna be the final season. And
Yeah.
that one is coming out in July 18th on Netflix. So make sure to check that one out. I know House of the Dragon. I know people love that.
Mm-hmm.
I know season 2 just came out actually yesterday. So there was a
Yeah.
lot of people that were talking about it. I saw tweets. Everybody was talking about it and everything. So that's a big one. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
The Umbrella Academy,
Oh
August
my God, I
8th,
forgot about that. Yes. Okay,
season
just kidding.
four,
That
season
that one's a
four.
must watch for me. I totally
That
forgot
that's
about that.
that
Oh my God.
and and
And it's the
and
final season, right? Like
it's
they're
the
they're
final
ending
season.
it.
That's what I'm about to say. Yep.
Oh,
Now another
no.
show Reed, that we enjoyed watching this
Mm-hmm.
during the pandemic that we just like, yeah, let's watch it. Maybe it's cool. Emily in Paris, August 15th on Netflix is coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that was one of our
So that
pandemic shows.
so this one's gonna be Emily in Paris Part 1. So it's like similar to what happened with you watching Bridgerton, a couple episodes, then a break, and then Part 2 pops up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be like that for this one.
Yeah. No, that's cute.
You know what?
That'll be fun. There's a lot of
I
TV for us,
know.
huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of TV. I know people talk about this show, but I've never watched not even one episode of this. But I've been hearing nothing but great things about it. It's only murders in the building.
Same. Yeah, same here.
We gotta
Oh,
watch that because yeah, people say it's really good.
I'd be into that. Another one that I've started watching already and I really
Yeah.
want you to watch with me is Love Island USA. It's really
See,
good,
I gotta watch it.
Danny.
You've been bugging me about that.
I know
You've
you
been
would love it.
telling me
I
to
just know
watch
you
it.
would love it. Plus,
Yeah.
some of those people are probably going to end up on Traders because, they like to pull
Yeah,
people
that's
into
true.
these
That's true.
cinematic universes.
Mhm. Now, last one for me. Rings of Power. So if you
Mm,
watch like Lord of the Rings, this is I believe a prequel to Lord
I
of the
think
Rings.
so, yeah.
Yeah, so it's called Rings of Power. So season 2 is coming up on Prime Video, and this one's coming up. It's coming out, I believe, August 29th. through summer.
Yeah. A lot of TV for us in our summer schedule, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Now,
hope
what about
Violet takes
games,
lots of
Ree?
naps.
What about games?
Well, before we get into
I tell you my
games,
number one.
before you get into
Oh,
games, I
go
do
for
want
it.
to give some maybe strategy tips for TV because we gave strategy tips for travel, strategy tips for movies for,
Sure.
people with kids. For
Mm-hmm.
TV, what we have found has been working pretty well in our household is when appropriate, obviously. Everybody gets a turn every day to watch something on the TV. So we have our kids programming and the Elmos, the Miss Rachels, the Gracie's Corners for Violet, but then mommy gets a turn to watch some stuff, usually some Destiny catch up videos or whatever latest game ranks is. and
Yeah.
and then dad gets a turn and you watch your news programs or maybe WWE. And so that
Yeah.
the TV, the big TV in the house is always rotated between everybody and we each get a turn so that it's not always, kids programming all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yeah.
been working pretty well for us. How do you feel about our little TV
Yeah,
share
I mean,
arrangement?
it's been great. It's been great. Like I don't feel like I'm missing shows or anything like that because we've been good at taking turns or watch things together when baby's asleep, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's been great. Now something that I'm wondering how I'm gonna figure this one out because football's coming up, the football season, and the Summer Olympics is coming up too. So
Yeah.
there's certain teams in USA that I would like to support too, and I also want to check out like Dominican Republic with like boxing and other sports that are involved too. So um, yeah, that's gonna be exciting and maybe a little bit challenging with baby. We'll see, and this it could be late at night. So we'll see. We'll see how I'm gonna do this, man. But very quickly, I think we should talk about games, Ray, before we wrap this up. Cool.
Yeah. So for me, I mentioned Destiny. I'm really, really trying to get into Destiny 2, the final shape. I love what I've been seeing from the Destiny team's roadmap and how they have this new format with seasons, upcoming seasons, including Echoes, the Revenant, and I can't remember what the third one was. They
Mhm.
all look very, very interesting to me, and I really love the lore of Destiny. I love the gameplay of Destiny, but I had so much trouble keeping up with the meta, and the loot grind just was too demanding,
Mhm.
too much time required, and it put it out of reach for me. As a new parent, as somebody who has other games to play, as somebody who's busy. So I'm really trying to get back into it, and I would say Destiny 2 is probably like the next game that I'm going to be focusing on. We are still playing
Mhm.
Call of Duty, we're still playing Fortnite, we're still playing X Defiance, so those shooters will always kind of be my comfort game in the background in addition to stuff that comes out. But newer games coming out, let me scroll through here. I'm just looking at the game list
Mhm.
from GameSpot. Right now, I think the thing I'm looking forward to after Destiny would be Flintlock Siege at Dawn.
Okay.
That looks pretty cool. I have done work in consulting on the game, full disclosure, but I haven't seen the final. Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, which we played at Playdays this past weekend at Summer Game Fest. A Ranger, a role puzzling adventure that was on my list to try to play at Playdays. I never got a chance to, so I'm really excited to see that when it releases in July, the end of July.
Mhm.
Um, let's see, another one here. Anotria, the last song. I know that was kind of on your radar as sort of a Souls-like game, but from Italian folklore,
Yeah,
from
yeah, and it's
developers in
from an
Italy.
Italian studio that made it. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Italy, yeah. Very, very hard. But I managed to beat the first boss that they had in the demo. So I want to try it out. I'm very curious. It's really cool. Love the music.
Yeah.
And it's challenging. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to check out. Um,
Yeah. And then
do you know another
Star
game?
Wars
Oh, go
Outlaws
ahead.
is the Star Wars
Oh,
Outlaws is the
that's my
last one's
number
kind
one.
of on my list. I probably watch you play rather than play myself, but it looks cool
Sure.
and I do want to check it out.
Yeah.
But that's all for the summer.
Yeah, I'm
There's
actually
obviously lots that have question marks on their actual dates, so there might be more.
yeah. Yeah, actually, I got to play that game during Summer Game Fest. Ubisoft, they had like their separate um, venue away from Summer Game Fest, but so they had like a 3 demo where one is like to fly, one is like a little puzzle, similar to like Uncharted, that type of thing. And the other one is more like combat, where you're gonna be trapped in an area. There's gonna be like a lot of enemies, and you have to figure out a way to escape. So I tried it out. The game looks fantastic, fantastic. I can't wait to try this out, man. So, another game, Bree, that you probably haven't mentioned that I'm just curious. I know we got to see a trailer during Summer Game Fest, the press conference, is the Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah,
Have
that
you tried?
one's on my radar,
It's
but
not. Not that you're. It's
probably
not for
won't
you.
play
But I like those. I would
it.
like to try it out. I definitely would like to check it out too. Also, look, I haven't played a college football game in a very long time, but I know college football is coming back now. EA is going to be releasing it very, very soon. So I'm gonna play it now. Am I going to be playing this for a very long time? No, I just want to see how it looks like. It's been so long. So this game is coming out July 19th. So I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
cool.
Anything else?
That's all I got for now. Obviously, there's lots that we don't know about, or maybe we're not thinking about because there are so many
There's so
games
many.
that we just saw and talked about over the past couple weeks. But yeah, those are the highlights for sure. And I'm sure there's another indie that's gonna come along and steal my heart away as usual. Because indie games are so wonderful, and sometimes
Mm-hmm.
they pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah, yeah. Well, anything else? We're gonna wrap this up or what? It was
Yeah,
fun. I
yeah.
think it was fun to talk about all this like summer stuff. So
Yeah, I guess just some closing, recommendations and stuff for people. I like to read a lot of fantasy. Danny is, into a lot of music stuff. Like, there's lots of other stuff we could talk about, but obviously we only have so much time for these episodes. So if there's anything else y'all are curious about or want to hear what we're vibing with this summer, let us know in comments. We'll start a conversation there. And yeah, just like I just love to hear what people's summer plans are. Like, what are you excited to do in the next couple months, and what's got you ready to meet the sun and spend time with family? And are you doing cookouts? What are your Fourth of July plans? Like, I just want to hear what people are up to, because this is a time of year when games get kind of quiet for a little bit, and you get a chance to do some other things and engage with some other hobbies. So I'd love to hear what people are into.
yeah, same. I know you mentioned about music. Hey, Eminem's coming up with a new album this summer. That's all I want to say. And also Nas is performing in only 2 shows in Las Vegas for his 30th anniversary of his album Illmatic. And after that, he's performing all over Europe. I know our friend Peter Tillier is going to be going to his show over there I believe in Switzerland. So pretty cool. Can't wait to hear his thoughts about the show. So all right, so we're gonna wrap it up here, everyone. Thank you for watching the Danny and Rihanna show. We'll be back here with a new topic, new episode, and a new discussion about just things that we like to talk about. So I can't wait. Can't wait, Ree. Until next time,
Yeah.
everyone. Bye. Take care.